Welcome to Paper Mosaics today. Before we get started, I wanted to review and look again at Leo the giraffe. If you went on the scavenger hunt with Leo in the last lesson, you will see he was made out of lots of different found objects and pieces of pottery and glass. And it's done by local artist Alice Garrett as well as this next piece. And so let's have some fun and make our own paper mosaic today. And let's get started.
Boys and girls, it's so good to be with you again today, and I hope you're doing well. And today we're going to have another art lesson, and it is about mosaics. I have showed you a couple around my house, so you know what mosaics are at this point. And now we're going to start assembling some materials, or getting some materials together to it, and then assembling a paper mosaic. So what I have here today is I have paper for the base of my mosaic, what I'm going to attach everything to. If you do not have copy paper, or maybe it's getting low, you can also use pages of magazines for the base of your mosaic. You can take one that is very light colors, and that could be the base of your mosaic. You may have junk mail that just has writing on it. You could use that as your base as well. And as far as the colors, or the little pieces of the mosaic, you can use colored paper. And this is actually just Post-it notes that are different colors. If you don't have construction paper, you can use colored tape. You can also use magazines. And let's say, for example, I wanted green, and I've cut some green here. You can get parts of the magazine that are the colors you want and make a pile of the little mosaic pieces, which are basically little squares or rectangles, and cut those up. Or you can tear them. You don't have to cut them. That's up to you. And so I'm making a pile of blue, I'm making a pile of green, I'm going to find a pile of yellow, whatever colors I want to do here. All right, so after you do that, you're going to figure out what you're going to do on your artwork. You'll want to use a pencil to draw something on your paper so that you can fill it in. I drew something with a Sharpie just so you could see it. You want to plan it out. This is a flower that I've done, and it's so big it's going off the page, but I've decided that my middle is going to be yellow, my petals are going to be blue, and my background is going to be green. Now, if you don't want to do a flower, of course you can do whatever you want. It could be just something very abstract too. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. Like I'm just playing right now. I'm just having some fun with some organic freeform shapes here and some lines. Okay, and I think I might take this and make that a shape. Okay. All right, so boys and girls, I'm starting to assemble my mosaic here, and I'm using a glue stick, and that helps me pick up my pieces pretty easily. Look, I can just stick it to that piece and drag it off and put it down. Now with a mosaic, remember they should not be touching each other, because with a mosaic you need room in between each piece for the grout. And here our grout is going to be white. Okay. And if you have a space that needs to be filled that is kind of an odd shape, like it's not really a square, well, then you can just put a smaller piece, whatever will fit. You got to find things that will fit, all right? And so we're going to go ahead and fill the rest of this in, and I'll show you what it looks like here in just a few minutes.
So here's my finished paper mosaic, and I do have space between each of my pieces where the grout would go in a real mosaic made out of glass and pottery and objects. But please, as always, send me your creations, your artwork. I love getting those through email or text. And you can make it as simple or as detailed as possible. And just have fun. I miss you, and I hope to see you soon.